Hello guys, this is Gowrav from IEC and we are keen to bring you good stuff for community and what's happening in international market. We are here for students, startups, professionals and entrepreneurs. So today we have Romans with us from Sasti.io, an excellent coder and an entrepreneur. He is also developer of one of very best PHP framework I have come so far, Agile Toolkit also. So welcome Romans.
Hi, thanks.
Okay, so Romans, what is SAST and what's its feature?
So it has a pretty ambitious idea which we're trying to tackle, and this is primarily changing the way how the businesses own applications. Because right now, if you are a business and if you want to order an app, you go to developer, you ask for a quote, and developer comes to you with any quote he can think of, and there is no way how you can evaluate that. And we want to change that. So you as a business, you can structure your application yourself. You define objects, you define relationships, define fields. All the data is defined by you. And then you approach developer and you say, okay, I want this action done. I want this interface done and this. And they modify your skeleton of the application.
So you are not eliminating developers. So you are not eliminating developers.
Can't do that, yeah. So, and also we're not trying to give tools to business users to visually build application. I think that's not possible. Developers are very essential to the whole process, but it's about the control of the application.
Okay, that's good. So actually, who is your target audience then? Like beginners who don't know how to code, or the professionals also?
It has so it creates a product within the gap between the developers and businesses. So businesses, obviously, they will be looking to build a solution. So for a business application, it's like a more well.
Sorry,
Okay.
could you please repeat it? It was network connectivity.
Yeah, so for a business, the application seems like a more fancy version of Excel.
Okay.
So you can define relationships, you can operate with a large amount of data, and more importantly, you can download the app and run on your own servers. But for developers, this creates a lot of opportunities to actually sell their code, because that's had been a problem as well in the past. You code and then that no one pays for code anymore.
Yes, yes, it happens. We know
You
this.
can code as a service to those businesses, and businesses incorporating those pieces inside that. So this is a platform which makes it work. So it solves the problem for business and also solves the problem for coders.
Okay. And when you are planning to release it?
So actually, we already have a version which is something like internal 0.5 version, and then we're looking to get to the next stage quite soon. And initial version will have features focused on the businesses. Okay. So this is our target audience. Would like to start advertising for them, but developers will come second. So it's quite important. Also for participants of our applications who have business ideas and they want to implement those business ideas, they can actually do it on the platform. And if they also know coding a little bit, then they don't need to hire someone. They can just do the whole thing themselves. But this does give a very powerful start. I also have to say that all the application that SASTA builds will be ATK applications. So it's all based on the framework, which I spent 10 of my years on. And this the main features of this framework is being simple to use, simple to learn, and does not require a lot of technological background behind it.
So that's the question in my list, Nes, because I know you from few years, and ATK, like Agile Toolkit is one of the best frameworks. So this is my next question in list. You are already leading one of the best PHP framework in industry from last 10 years, and then why this new product? Like ATK itself is very mature and easy to use framework, and it's very versatile. It's way ahead than Code Igniter, Laravel. I have used myself personally. So, but then why SAST?
So, okay, exactly. If you look at the landscape of, say, PHP, you have various different frameworks. Some of them are popular. Some of them are no longer maintained. You have Fuel PHP, which is dead. CodeIgniter is pretty much dead. So many frameworks which is dead. So when you, as a developer, when you pick a framework, how can you be sure that it will, continue its lifespan? So, and typically the frameworks which have a commercial side to them, they will be they will live for longer. So in our case, we see ATK more as a tool,
Okay.
not as ambition, and it helps us build SAST and it helps us develop up on SAST, and which is why this is very important for us to reinvest money into ATK. So that's why we writing articles, writing features, we keep fixing bugs in ATK. For now, I'm not so focused on the community for ATK. So it was much bigger at one point, but for me, without any monetization options, it was quite difficult to maintain. So I decided to scale it down at some point.
Okay, that should be another interview, I guess. So for our new entrepreneurs to understand like why a big framework like ATK you had to scale down, but that's another story. So like, what about team now? How many team, how many persons you are maintaining and onto this SaaS team?
So our team is about 5 people right now. So it's not a big team, and but we have been working for a long time. So the last few years we have a major refactor of ATK, and we already knew that we want to have product like SAST. So as we were rebuilding the framework, we had this in mind. And now that the SAST itself is ready, so it has major advancement in the way how we tackle security as well. For example, if you're using WordPress and you install add-on from a third-party developers, essentially you're just giving them access to all your data.
Right.
Now, our way, in our application, add-on developers have limited access to your data. So
Okay.
you could say, they can only do certain things, but you control your data. So we're even looking after that. Deploying applications is all done using Dockers and all the bleeding edge hosting advancements. So it has a very solid foundation.
Oh well, like we were having early access from you guys, and our team was checking this SaaS product, and we found it really exciting. And one feature we really liked is like sharing our code. Like we two developers from another country or state can work on a single project, and it's like it was wonderful. It was really wonderful features, definitely. So
Yeah. So on top of that, I have, so as a co-founder of SAST, I said that I want SAST to remain free, for not entirely, of course, but
oh, nobody can be like an entrepreneur cannot be free.
I don't want it to be paid product, pay to use product, but I want anyone to come to SAST, put together an application, and be able to download that application and run it locally.
So you are saying SAST will like kind of it's a code. You generate your code and the code is still in your hand. It's not like SAST is not taking control on your business and something like that. Developer nothing has not to fear about this thing that where my code is. Okay,
Yeah. So you get all the code, and then you can run it on your local application. So if we have already some of the people who use ATK, and we're showing them SAST, and I say, wow, that saves me a lot of time, because they had to write all the model definitions themselves, but now they can go online and put it all together much easier.
well,
We're also adding like templates, which will speed that even
yeah.
more, and application templates, and we want all of these base features to remain free. Okay,
That's
so
good.
obviously we'll put some limits, so you won't be able to work with 1 billion records in your database, but we want to have a very accessible. It should be available to students and download and run it locally. That should be free. We are looking to deploy some commercial features like trail logs, audit logs. So, for example,
Okay.
we can enable, like, if someone modifies records in our application, it will have an audit trail. Or if you, for example, want to create access control for your apps, so
Okay.
more more permissions, like who can add it, and so on and so on. So these will be the features which businesses will want, and then they will be paid. But for the developers and for startup owners who just want to put together a basic application, we want that to remain free.
Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. So I'll be asking you some URLs and screenshots if you want to share. To when we edit this video, we'll put these things inside there. So I'll be asking that later on. But okay, so it was just a quick product interview. We want to show the community because SAST we liked a lot. We gone through this thing. We loved it. I myself made first application in 3 minutes, and that was like awesome. I've been coder for myself, and you were there, so it was fantastic. So. That was Sasti, and you know the team behind IEC and their workings. And any comments or compliments about what we are working for startups and entrepreneurs to get up and giving some good platform?
Oh yeah, I wanted to mention that because we are on the platform, so we're working on some exclusive features, like exclusive benefits for the members of the
IEC.
program.
Okay.
And I mean, we're going to pack it up, but our ambition is that we want members of this who wants to build startups, members of the program.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
excellent. That's excellent. It's like community and give and take it. But at the end, we really want entrepreneurs to do something great, and that's
Yeah.
good to hear. Because we
Yeah.
entrepreneurs like funding should be easy, and we must show our products to the customers and use the customers in a very good way. So that's why we have made this platform, and guys like you are definitely supporting us. So
Right.
okay, let me see if I missed anything. No, in short, we have done so. Great, thank you, Romans, for that. And I'm excited to use this product myself. And community will keep inform you about the SASTI, and we'll give some links by editing this video somewhere down here, so you can go to SASTI, register yourself, so that you can know more updates from the company when it's launched, what's happening in there. And thank you guys, thank you Romans, and see you soon with next product, next idea, next time. Till then, bye bye, and you can share our just follow us on Twitter, INTENT Club. And thank you Romans, thank you everyone, bye bye.